Okay, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a paint test on this paint right here, the Krylon MAXX. Now it says Ultimate Coverage, and so I'm guessing that I'm guessing it might be a thicker coverage, and we're going to find out here today. And it is paint and primer, so no need to prime. And it says it dries fast, which is good because I happen to need it to dry fast. But we're going to be doing the classic spoon test here. I can only find one spoon, so we're doing various silverware. And the concern I have is that it's going to spray really thick to the point where if you have details, such as I have in these handles here, that it's going to fill those details to the point where you can't see them anymore. So we're going to look for things like see if those words are still, or those numbers there are still readable, and all this detail is still showing after it cures, after it dries. And otherwise, see how it looks on nice smooth surfaces such as the spoon. And so I've got this all set up. I'm getting ready to spray one or two coats, and let's see how it sprays. Okay, so this is what we got. This is the result. What not fantastic. You can see there the reaction is happening. It looks okay on the stem, and the fork looks the best, but not perfect. And believe it or not, this is 4 coats. This reaction happened right off the bat. On the first coat, you could see it almost instantly. And then on the second coat, went away a little, and the third coat went away a little more. And then once we got to the fourth coat, they looked fantastic until they dried, and this is what we got. Now, Krylon is saying wait 1 minute in between coats. I waited 5 minutes, and we got, I gave it the best chance I could. I can only guess this is a reaction that's happening to the plastic. So the next test I'm going to do, I have primed these. This is Duplicolor primer, and we'll see, and I'll spray some Krylon on there now and see what kind of reaction we get. Hopefully no reaction, and that'll come up next. Okay, so this is 4 coats of the Krylon on the primer that's on the spoons, and it's looking quite good. I'm inclined to say that the problem is the reaction to the plastic, but I won't say for sure until I've let this dry overnight. And if it still looks this good, that is definitely the issue. So the only thing I can do now is wait till tomorrow morning. So that'll be the next scene. Okay, here we are. It's the next morning. It's at least 12 hours later. This stuff says that it only has like a 1 hour dry time before handling. So I don't know if that means completely cured, but it means at least dry. So 12, 14 hours later, I've got to say this is probably completely cured. Completely cured. And you know what? It looks pretty good. So these are the spoons in review. These are the ones that I had to put the primer on. Because applying it directly to plastic gave you an undesirable result. In review, this is 4 coats on bare plastic, and it looks quite terrible because it was definitely reacting to the plastic. But if you put the primer on there first, it's fine, which is often the case actually. So all I'm going to do here now, I think that I've shown that the Krylon MAXX cannot be put on bare plastic, at least not polystyrene. I think that the only thing I'm going to really do here now is I'm going to try to put some of the tester's clear coat onto the dried Krylon just to see what happens, basically. And that's what I'll do next. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention. Even with 2 coats of primer and 4 coats of Krylon MAXX on there, you can still see all this detail, which means that it is not a thick paint, which is good, which means that it can be used for model cars. You just got to follow the rules. Okay, now I'll put the clear coat on. Okay, so here we go. It's about 15 minutes later, and this is what I got. As you can see, it completely fogged over. You know, much the same type of thing that you wouldn't want to see. I've never seen this happen with the tester's clear. I'm surprised, but it definitely did it. Something you got to keep in mind is if you're spraying, if you get a nice finish with this Krylon MAXX, definitely do not spray it with the tester's clear. And it probably means don't spray it with any clear. So keep that in mind. But just for curiosity's sake, I took these old ones that looked really bad. And something that you can do is you can just squirt this Future on there. It used to be called Future, now it's called Pledge with Future. And I mean, it practically repaired it. I just did it on the knife and the spoon to give you an idea. That's how bad that knife there is untouched. That's how bad that was. But I mean, good grief. I can imagine how good this one would have looked if I had just put Future on it. So, yeah, I think that we've established how to paint with this. Don't put it on bare plastic. Definitely use a primer coat. Do not use a clear spray. Just use Future. And you can make this stuff work for plastic models, or anything made out of polystyrene. If you want really nice looking plasticware, this is how to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Everyone have a good one.